Alright, thanks for stopping by. This is going to be the start of a deep dive into Epic the Musical. It is a 40-song musical about Homer's Odyssey, which is a classical Greek tale that they're actually making a movie on. Now, this musical is separated into 2 acts and multiple sagas, and we're looking at the first one today. It is the Troy Saga. And it's the start of our main character's adventure. We're going to be following a dude called Odysseus, the king of Ithaca. And in this first video, he's fighting at the Battle of Troy, he's escaping, and it's the start of his journey back home. And yeah, this is a very thematic piece of music, probably the most thematic I've ever listened to on this channel. So I won't delve into the analysis, the nitty gritty, but there are plenty of sources on the internet that will really delve into the music theory. But hopefully, I can still shed some light on some interesting things. Anyway, the first song is The Horse and the Infant. Ooh.
Alright, my brothers, listen close.
Super suspenseful.
Tonight we make the Trojans pay.
Yeah, I like the intercut between silence and these like tentative kind of tiptoey sounds.
But now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children.
Electric guitar coming
your
in.
families wonder where you've been.
The electric guitar is Odysseus's instrument, and we're going to be hearing that a lot throughout this journey.
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates and take the whole city.
I really love that one singular string melody in the back.
Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor, secure Helen and protect her. Neo, avenge your father.
Oh my god, so much is happening already. Everything is in your face, it's super dense. But as I was saying, that string, there's been plenty of analysis on that string melody. It pops up a ton throughout the saga. But most importantly, listen how it kind of overtakes everything. It's literally one string, yet it's overpowering all the electric instruments. Like, it's really insane.
Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor, secure Helen and protect her. Neo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector. Yes, sir. Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for?
I love that. The picking up, the doubling of the tempo.
What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
Music taking a step back. It's becoming a little bit more genuine and sincere. This is his motivation.
I fight for us.
What do you live for?
Penelope.
What do you try for?
Telemachus.
What do you wish for?
I'm on my way.
What do you fight for?
This is something you just never hear in the stuff that I usually listen to.
Who was that?
A vision of what is to come cannot be outrun, can only be dealt with right here and now.
Super ominous, and that is the first entrance of a god. That is Zeus. And the entire genre and mood kind of shifts because of this presence. And it's highlighting just, how important and powerful he is. He's able to manipulate the entire song.
A mission to kill someone's son, a foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
It's just an infant. It's just a boy.
And you hear those childlike bells, very
What
lullaby-esque.
sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid?
He's also singing very delicately.
This is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector. Know that he will grow from a boy to an avenger. If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to Penelope. You can say goodbye.
What a nice twisting way to come back with that melody.
I could raise him as my own, or send him far away.
The interchange, the conflict. But then they sing in harmony. Wow. It's just a really nice way for them to show the turmoil, the conflict, but then ultimately they're in agreement. They are singing in harmony. Odysseus might have protested before, but now he's fully on board. And it's just so dense.
Don't make me do this.
The blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is whose.
And the way it transitions straight into the next song. It's quite insane. That is the first song and already so much is happening. I said that I wasn't going to delve too much into the lore. There are plenty of other videos. I might link some in the description, but so much conflict, tension, character building, all in that first song, and you start to sort of get an idea of who these characters are and what their motivations are just through the music, and that's really cool. The next song is Just a Man.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the son of mine. You're as old as he was when I left for war.
Just a quick little bit of context for those who might be a little bit confused. This song is quite a turning point. It involves him contemplating the life of an infant, and it's a son that is the same age as his son, who he left back at home to fight in this war. And it's just, do you kill or do you spare?
Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain.
Ooh, the way it just
Close your eyes
keeps singing
and
higher
spare
and higher.
yourself the view. I'm just a man who's trying
strings
to
in unison.
go home. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man.
And the song stripping away on that line, I'm just a man, he's just one person, and there's no other instruments to back him up. It just kind of shows how powerless he is.
But when
Ooh.
does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man
repetition.
become a monster?
And every sort of statement is upgrading from the next. It's just a whole cascade feeling.
Does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a man become a monster?
What a sweet falsetto.
I'm just a man.
And there's no instruments to back him up. He's truly just alone in that. This is the fandom's favorite song, I think. I don't know. It's definitely the most referenced one, I think. And we'll hear melodies from this in future songs. So stick around for that. I'll try to point out as much as I can. But we're on to the next one. Full speed ahead. Galloping vibes.
600 men. 600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind.
Make it back alive to our homeland.
I like the interplay. It feels natural.
And Ithaca's waiting. My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
There's so much control in his voice. He knows exactly when to like scoop down and glide up.
Eurylicus,
600 men,
600 men.
600 men with big mouths to feed. And we've run out of supplies to eat. So Captain, what's the plan?
Captain, what's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly.
Watch where the birds
They
fly.
will lead us to land.
They will lead us to land.
There will hunt for food, my second in command. Now full speed ahead.
Woo!
We're up,
Dude, I love it
and
when
away.
there's multiple singers happening. Just that counter melody.
There in the distance, I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe there are people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food, who knows?
Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's break the place and...
Ooh. We're starting to see a conflict between Eurylochus, who is Odysseus' second in command, and Polites, who's this young friend of Odysseus's. And we're starting to see a conflict between two ideas. Eurylochus embodies this sort of fight first, talk later, whereas Polites is like, let's avoid fighting at all costs. And we're going to see how Odysseus straddles between these two lines. Sure, he literally killed a kid in the previous song, but he still is a very much let's not fight unless we have to kind of guy. It's very interesting to see that sort of change as the story progresses.
Should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead.
The electric guitar motif coming back, as I was saying.
Full speed ahead.
Woo! Really pretty harmonies.
Full speed ahead.
Oh man, he has pipes. He melted that note. Whew. The next song is Open Arms. This is my favorite song of the saga. It is crazy how much of a banger this is, but let's listen. Drums coming in, a mixture of claps and snaps.
You can relax,
Super
my friend.
addicting stuff.
Huh? I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service. I know that you're tired of the
Ooh.
war and bloodshed. Tell
Those
me,
bongos
is this how
coming
we're
in.
supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take when we could give? You can show a person that you trust them.
It's just insanely vibey for no reason.
Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling
Tell
you,
us,
this
Polides.
life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No
Oh, the syncopated
matter
synth notes in the
we
back
can
is
light
just
up the
carrying
world
forward that
is
rhythm. I
our
love
start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Stay back. We're only here for food. If we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes.
See? This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever.
I find this part always funny because Polides has been yapping on about let's greet the world with open arms, let's be kind and we'll get kindness in return. Yet the way that Odysseus gets his food is by threatening these people. So it's not exactly with open arms, is it? I guess it kind of shows that Polides is still a little inexperienced in a way. That perhaps, you know, this super optimistic approach that he has is not something that can happen in real life. Anyway, let's keep listening.
Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
My friend, I
Ooh,
wish that I
the
could
chord
say
change,
that
the
I
conflict.
agree. But look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds.
And also the electric
It
guitars
took
in the
me a
back.
while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus, it controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what we'd get with open arms.
Lotus
Polides is
ears.
back.
I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat?
The cave, Gary Cave.
And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave?
East, that way.
Thank you.
Welcome.
This life is
Strip back.
amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart.
And it's being
So
supported
I
by
never
Odysseus'
face
electric guitar. You can kind of see how Odysseus is kind of
with
listening to
open
Polides.
arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Greet the world with
Even sings it.
open arms.
You can relax, my friend.
What a great song. I don't know why it's so addicting. Yeah, just a super interesting character beat for Odysseus. He is learning to sort of embrace kindness in a sense. Of course, it's still not quite the way, just in the sense of what I said before, with the fact that Polides thought that they were being kind, yet Odysseus was literally like threatening them, right? Like it's not a very attainable lifestyle. And Polides has yet to learn that. It will come back to haunt them. Is all I'll say. But we're on to the last song, Warrior of the Mind. This is a kind of interlude in the story. We are looking at Odysseus and his relationship with the goddess Athena. Basically, Athena, goddess of wisdom, battle strategy, whatever, yap. And she really likes Odysseus. Odysseus is pretty much her. He's very sort of battle orientated, he's very street smart, and they basically strike a partnership. And this song is a sort of opposition to open arms in a sense, because Athena doesn't think that kindness will benefit when you can just be impartial. Let's go.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
I love Athena's motif. It's this really running piano and the clock sounds.
I see you changing from how I've
The
designed
kick drum,
you.
we're building up in intensity.
Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you.
And we're going back in time.
Goddess of
That's how them first met.
Master of
Super like jazzy chords almost. It's very like almost city pop, Yoasobi vibes.
I had a challenge, a test of skill.
Ooh, the drums.
A magic bar only the best could kill.
Let's go!
Maybe one day he'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know he'll change
The unison
world
between the piano and this melody.
He's a warrior of
Athena's on
the
board,
night.
but is Odysseus on board?
Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself.
Very uncertain, and if you pay close enough attention, that string melody that we're hearing, it's the exact same one that played in the first song that I was rambling about. It's just a nice way of wrapping up everything, isn't it?
I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying.
And here's
And you
sort
fell
of
for my
Odysseus'
bluff.
street smarts coming into play.
Well done.
Electric guitars
Light
coming
to
back.
me, what's your name?
You first, and maybe I'll do
But it's still
the
very
same.
tense. They're not in harmony. Not
This
yet.
game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena. Athena. Badass in the arena. Unmatched, witty, and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent.
Sounds like a plan. Goddess and man, bestest of friends.
We'll see where it ends.
Okay.
Maybe one day they'll follow me and we'll make a
Ooh, they're singing
greater
harmony.
tomorrow. We are the warriors of the night.
Ooh, the harmonies. But they're still not quite in unison.
If there's a problem, we'll have the answer. We are the warriors of the night.
There we go.
I still intend to make
They're
sure
in
you
unison.
don't fall behind. You are a warrior of the mind. Don't disappoint me.
Ah, I love that forceful delivery of that last line. It's almost like a little threat that that Athena is saying. Sure, they're sort of on the same page, but there's still an underlying threat there. Athena is still a goddess after all. I think this is just a great song at sort of introducing the two characters, and it's just got such a nice way of building tension, right? Because at the start, these characters don't know each other. They don't know what their motivations are, what's going to happen, so they are very cautious of each other. But towards the end, you can see how they start singing in harmony and even in unison, and that's when you get the resolution, that's where you get the friendship. It's just very euphoric. And that is the Troy Saga. Super wholesome, right? They're off to an island to get food. Odysseus has made a friend with a goddess. Like, you know, nothing could go wrong, right? Well, we'll see. The next saga is the Cyclops Saga, and I think I'll end the video here. I do intend to go until the Ithaca Saga, even if these videos don't do well, but if they do, that's even more motivation, you know? I might at the end sort of compile all these into a massive video, but for now, they'll just be individual videos, and if you're catching this series right at the start, then I guess you gotta stick around. Check out some other videos I've made. I've recently done a few covers, actually, of Epic the Musical, but I think that is it for now.